I'm feeling really inspired right now. I did a little video a couple of weeks ago on it was marketing actually, how the economy's shifting and what you need to do or what you need to consider in your business to possibly move with the times a little bit. And it put me on a bit of a soul searching journey when I started engaging with clients around marketing strategy. And I suppose one of the patterns that we've been noticing lately with some of the clients at Beast Mode is deposit hesitance. Now, what I mean by that, and there's opportunities here for you to really have a think about this and assess and analyze whether deposits are or are not working for your business. But basically, what we were noticing was that we have a lot of clinics that engage in new client acquisition marketing with Beast Mode that do credit card security booking. And we also have a lot of clinics at Beast Mode that do deposit collection for their appointment security. So either they're taking a credit card security or they're taking a deposit. Now, I was experiencing some challenges for some clinics around being able to get new clients to attend their appointments. What was happening was that the business owners were being ghosted, I suppose, when they were sending deposit links for them to make a deposit for their appointment. Now, when we look at a new client cohort, they're interesting because they don't have trust, they don't have the level of relationship there with your business, they're very new. So it's easy to scare them off. They're not, generally they're not overly committed either. They're kind of like, oh, that's a bit of a barrier for me. I won't worry about it, right? And what we were finding was that we were getting more of that with clients who were required to pay a deposit as opposed to the clients that were required to just submit their credit card details for credit card security. It seemed to be less of an issue, you know. And I've been seeing a lot in industry pages, people saying, we seem to be experiencing a downturn in appointment attendance because of deposit collection. That people either don't want to pay deposit, they don't want to leave a financial security there as far as a money amount. And it really does speak to the fact that the economy has changed, that people that might have, they still want their hair, beauty, and their skin appointments, but they may not necessarily have the extra $50 to leave on their account in between appointments or a couple of weeks out from their appointment or a few days out from their appointment. They don't necessarily have the spare $50 or 50% of the appointment or whatever the structure is for you to outlay before they actually attend their appointment. So it's really prompted me to encourage business owners to think about your appointment security strategy. Is it still working for you? If you are getting higher levels of dropout, of clients just, being reluctant to pay booking deposit, ghosting you when you go to ask for booking deposit, it may be that you need to change your strategy and go to a credit card security structure because of the number I've observed and that I've been analysing and assessing between the clinics that are doing deposit versus security. The ones that are doing security are getting a much higher uptake and a show up rate than the ones that are taking deposit. Now, if you're not noticing any differences, then don't change it, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it, is the commentary around that. But if you are noticing appointment hesitance, show up rates, commitment levels starting to drop off for your clients, it may be around your deposit collection policy. It may be that the clients that once had this spare $50 floating around to secure their appointment don't have that anymore. They don't have it until the day where they're willing to spend the money on the day, but in the week previous, they may not have it floating around. So, from a strategic point of view, it's about making sure you understand the reasons behind why your clientele might be hesitant to, your new clientele might be hesitant to show up for appointments. Your existing clientele might be, reluctant to rebook because they're required to put a booking deposit. Or it's really about understanding what's going on for you in your business and whether there are tweaks and changes that you need to make that you haven't had to make before, but that you're confronted with now, that you need to adjust things to make sure that you can respond to the needs of your clientele. In the instance of new clientele, it's literally just about that relationship and trust factor. It could also be about the economic situation in terms of disposable income, but it's likely to be all of those factors for your new clients because they're much less likely to be open to a deposit than your existing clients. So are booking deposits dead at the moment? Could be the question. I'm definitely seeing the data come through for our marketing clients around credit card security versus deposit. Not saying that. I know when I had my skin clinic, we still got hesitation around credit card for different reasons. It would be, I don't feel comfortable handing my credit card details over the phone, or, so they would want links that they could input their credit card details in directly, or you won't completely eliminate all of the hesitance or all of the bottlenecks with someone providing a security, because a security in itself, whether it's a deposit or whether it's a credit card, is a barrier. But there has to be some barrier to make sure that you've got serious people so that you don't block the time out in the calendar and then it's wasted because they just don't show up. So you must have some security, but I think it's about assessing, well, what security works best? And is the security, being a deposit that you're collecting at the moment, more of a hindrance to your business still being able to grow and get the client numbers through? And does that require review? Just something to consider if you're experiencing hesitance in new client commitment and show up rates. Okay, this is something to look at. And also, if your existing clients are showing hesitance around rebooking, they might prefer to online book because they can book online for the next day and then they've only got a day that they've got to bankroll the deposit. So this could also be contributing to your unhelpful online booking culture. It's just a small tweak that you can make that could potentially be the difference between people, opting in for appointments or not. Something to think about, guys.